Good morning and a warm welcome to the Awakened Imagination Coffee Break Manifestation Show. Oh, mouthful. I'm Okkert, Identity-Based Miracles Coach, and the purpose of this video is to make you aware of a new coaching program that we've developed and also about a course that we're going to present on this coming Friday, the 3rd of September, in regards of Change Your Memory, Change Your Life. Now, this is a given fact. Every single thing that you experience in life currently is because of your memory-based, and I'll elaborate a little bit more on that tomorrow when we do the next training session. But for now, you have to understand, if you don't change your identity, you will never change your realities. In other words, if you have an identity or a consciousness of being poor, you have a poverty consciousness, you'll never be rich. Does that make sense? If you have a fat consciousness, you're a fat person, you're trying to release some excess weight, you will never release that weight until you change your identity. So what we've developed here is a concept which works extremely well in all cases in changing your memory to change your life. We'll tap into that. Now, before we start, there's a question I need to ask you, and that is the why and the how. The first question is, why should I do this course? Well, if you've been struggling with your life, spiritually, intellectually, emotionally, physically, financially, and in your relationship, then that's the main reason why you should do this course, to experience something different in life. Because for things to change, you have to change. And if you keep on doing the same things over and over again, you'll keep on expecting different results. That's stupidity, is what Einstein said. That's the first why. And then why is this different than other courses? Well, we've test-driven this over many, many odd years, and we've touched many thousands of people's lives, which at first exponentially, and at first incrementally, and then exponentially changed their lives to a great extent, experiencing results of their dreams fulfilled to that extent. And then the what. What is the course going to consist of? Well, in the end, I'll show you in the short video how it's supposed to be, what we do in regards to that. But then to delve deeper into that, and you'll have to attend the course on Friday because we've got limited time in our presentation this. But now for this moment, let me share with you this little model. And I love models because models is a system that you can follow. Once you understand the model and the systems, it's easy to replicate that. Now let me just also say this, scientists does experiments. Then they produce specific results. And if they want to make sure that the results will be again produced exactly the same way, they replicate that exercise, they replicate the experiment. And if the same results are produced, then they then think it's a given fact that this is the truth. Then they'll give it to other scientists to do exactly the same experiment. And if they also produce the same results, then only then they will accept it as a scientific fact. And this is what happens here in this identity-based miracles coaching that I've developed. There is many people that has done this, many people has achieved results way beyond their wildest dreams, and that's what I have in mind for you. You want to be happy and healthy, wealthy and healed? Then this is for you. Okay, so let's jumpstart this training and I'll explain this little model to you. First, you have to understand, most people that I interact with, maybe you also are the place where you're not happy with your life. You've got this face that your whole body language just says, look, is this all there is to life? I've tried every single thing to change, and every single thing that I've tried does not produce the correct results. So we just go through life like, okay, I'm supposed to be struggling, I'm supposed to be unhappy, I'm supposed to be sick. No, you're not supposed to. You're supposed to be happy and healthy, wealthy and healed, and I'll show you the techniques to do that. So when we work with people, we want to take them to the following aspect where they are actually experiencing being happy, smiley face, happy, healthy and healed. The problem, however, for most people is they don't realize that from year to year there is a breach that we have to cross. And my purpose, my function in this group coaching sessions is to help you breach that gap. Now, primarily we use a technique which we call CVS to BVS. And CVS to BVS stands for the current view of your situation to a better view of the situation. So what we help you do is define your current view. You have to acknowledge, accept, you do not have to tolerate. But if you don't acknowledge where you currently are in your life, or accept where you currently are in your life, you can't change to experience different realities in your life. But the idea is you do not have to tolerate that which you currently experience if you are struggling financially, spiritually, relationships, your health, etc., etc. So we use the concept, current view of the situation to a better view of the situation. What we also teach people in the process is that you have to understand the moment your current view becomes your better view, that better view will also become your current view in the future. So we are always in the process of becoming better than we currently are, good, better, best, that kind of experience. Now, the question that we have to ask and answer is, what is stopping us from getting there? I mean, if you were already there, you would not have paid attention to what I'm saying to you now. What stops us from getting there? We have to realize there are barriers, obstacles, and constraints in our lives that stops us from doing that. Now, in tomorrow's session and the day after that, and also on Friday morning, I'll elaborate more on what these barriers, obstacles, and constraints are. But for now, just take it to heart what I'm saying. There are barriers, constraints, and obstacles in your life that stops you from living the life of your dream, becoming rich beyond your wildest dream, healthy, wealthy, etc. So now we have to ask ourselves, but where is this barriers, obstacles, and constraints? Well, there are only one place, and that's inside yourself. Okay, every single barrier, obstacle, and constraint is just in your internal human imagination. Now, long before there was such a thing as the law of attraction or New Age movements in regards to how to change your life, which produce results indefinitely, well, okay, I won't tap into that. But long before that, there was the law of imagination. In Genesis 11, verse 6, the Bible says, nothing they imagined will be impossible for you, for me. And when we think about this idea about the law of imagination, there is nothing in this world currently existing that wasn't in somebody's imagination before they created that in reality experience. The car that you drive, the house that you live in, the clothes that you wear, every single thing in life was first in somebody's imagination. So I'm going to show you how to use your imagination by design instead of by default, because this is a primary law. And you are using the law of imagination, most of us by default instead of by design. Therefore, we create experiences that we don't think we actually want in our lives. I'll show you how to change that and use it in the correct way. So in the you experience, what is in the you? What is in your mind? What's in your mind is your memories. Ever since the moment you've been conceived in your mother's womb, you've been gathering memories up to where you are now. Now there's many people that teach us how to change your past and change your beliefs, become aware of that, etc., which I all agree with. The problem, however, is your identity as it currently stands. I'm generalizing. Your identity as it currently stands was formed in the first 7 years of your life. First 7 years of your life. You are primarily functioning in an alpha and a theta consciousness state, and you ran into those dangerous groups of people, parents, teachers, and preachers. I'm joking, okay, your parents and teachers and preachers were different. But, okay, I'm joking. But the key here is to understand in that first 7 years, you were programmed to function in a specific way. Now, what we tend to do in the world that we're currently living with all the programs that's available there on the internet and gurus, etc., tells you how do you change your beliefs. And again, the question is, does that happen indefinitely to you? My personal experience, no, it doesn't. Okay, so why is that? Why is it that we change our beliefs, we change our attitudes, the stuff that goes with it? Why does it not change? Because your childhood memories, that first 7 years of your life, has written your programs. And if you don't alter the program in your childhood memory, nothing will change in your current existence and experience. So tomorrow morning I'm going to share a little bit more about with you about the concept of mind, body, and spirit are part of the same system. It doesn't help us just to spiritually change or thought change. We have a body that functions on hormones. And there are certain things that happen, and there are certain hormones that's being released, stress hormones or feel-good hormones. And depending on those specific hormones, you're going to have a feeling inside you, and that feeling in the end will determine what you will experience in life. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up now. Please scroll down. Book your seat. This is very important. We have limited seating. This is not a marketing spiel. We really do have limiting seating capacity, and you may miss out if you don't book your seat right now. Our bookings close on Wednesday the 5th at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but my suggestion is book your seat now to avoid disappointment in getting there. I'll see you tomorrow, and just wrap your brain mind, watch the video again, take notes, and you're most welcome in the comments to ask me questions, and I'll gladly answer to the best of my ability. All right, have fun for the rest of the day, and I'll see you tomorrow.